Oh,
There was no countdown. I was waiting for the countdown.
we're sending data right now, Grant.
No.
We're streaming. We're streaming on Twitch. We're streaming on Rumble.
People are probably so confused about what's going on.
Facebook? What?
Oh man.
YouTube's sending data.
YouTube's probably messed up.
Shit. We're on everything, bruh. Let me go check out that damn Facebook right now. Grant. Let me tell you right now. All right. Yeah, we're good. Grant, we're good. Let me share that shit on X, Grant. Man, what the hell are you doing? Stop looking at your damn phone when I'm talking, boy.
You better shut your ass up.
What the hell you doing?
Boy.
The hell you doing, boy?
Don't you speak to me. What you call me, boy? You call me what?
What? What? All right.
Oh man.
Let me get this going right here now.
Try to send a message. 1 second.
Well, send a message. Hurry the hell up. Live now after show. Come join and talk to us. Come join in on the conversation, Grant. Hey, Grant.
Hey.
Grant. All right, let me post that. Grant. Let me pin it. I'm going to pin it too, Grant. Oh, buddy, look at that pin. Look at that pin, buddy.
It's all right.
Huh? What you talking about, boy? All right. We're live on YouTube. We're live on X. We're live on damn Facebook. We're live on Twitch. Grant.
Mm-hmm.
Man, wake the fuck up. God damn.
All right, that's it. I'm done.
What are you doing?
I put my phone down.
Put your phone down. Like a little teenager over there.
You know who I am.
What are you doing?
You
were really engaged with that. That must have been something serious.
It's all right. A little flustered over here. It's all right.
Oh, you shook. You shook.
Shooketh, Ed.
Text me what it was about.
It's I've told you about a person.
Yeah.
It was that.
All right. Well,
Here's the thing.
We won't dive too much into it.
Hold on. But I've also told you about a journey that I'm on.
Oh boy, you are on a trek.
I gotta be strong here. I gotta be strong here. Sacrifices,
journey right there.
Sacrifices would be made.
Oh, Grant. All right.
Don't be me. Just don't be me. Nobody wants to be me right now.
Whoever's joining, listening to our dumbasses talk, we just did our gaming podcast that will be available for audio and video on YouTube, Rumble, whatever. Starting tomorrow around 5 p.m., it'll be released.
Talk about it. We changed up the format. Tell them about it, Ed. All
right. So going forward, our actual podcasts aren't going to be live. They're going to be straight to the point, hit the wickets. We'll post a video after we, probably about 24 hours after the recording.
Mm-hmm.
But then immediately after the podcast show, we're going to be going live.
That's right.
Where we're going to be where we can just be free and bullshit. We have no docket.
There's no docket. We can talk about whatever we want.
Docket, Grant.
Two things don't bring up. Just two things. Do not say these words.
Docket.
Don't say these words if you don't want a long rant. Don't say Okinawa or 12-Day War. Whatever you say. You say 12
Okinawa? I can tell you a story about Okinawa.
You say the word 12-Day War, you automatically morphs into General Patton.
I can tell you a story about Okinawa, buddy.
We don't want to talk about Okinawa.
You know, I spent 6 years in Okinawa, man.
Every time I think about Okinawa, I think of Tokyo Drift. It's the only thing I can think of.
They used to call me Tokyo Drift.
No, they didn't.
Okinawa.
You did have one of those cars, though, didn't you?
Oh, you talking about Skyline?
Is that what it was? My fault.
Yeah, you don't know about them Skylines?
My fault. They don't have them here.
Skylines were in the, what's that damn anime? Oh, what's the anime about racing? Oh my God.
Speed Racer?
No, not Speed Racer. What's the other damn anime called, Grant?
I don't know. You're the anime guy.
Racing anime, old racing anime.
Speed Racer.
Initial D.
Okay. That's
You
what
don't
they
know
call
about
me.
that initial D.
That's what they call me. That's my nickname.
What?
Girl, she about to get that initial D.
Ain't no one call you that.
No, nobody calls me that.
Initial D. You never heard of that?
They actually call me by my government name, my real name.
What?
Oh, Richard, get out of here.
Initial D, man. This was a great anime back in the day, but have you ever heard of it?
I have not heard of it.
You haven't heard of that?
I've heard of Speed Racer.
Yeah, Speed Racers. That's old. But
that was just like the Speed Racer was at the time when it was like the quintessential like stereotypical anime where it's like, oh, you know, where it's just like where they make all those faces and shit. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Initial D. Yeah.
This actually came on Toonami.
Yeah. That's what they call me when I lived in Japan.
No, they didn't.
Huh?
They called you initial. God, I was gonna say initial E, but that wouldn't have been good.
What?
That wouldn't have been as good. They could have called you initial E.
That's right. Oh shit.
Sorry, yeah, shit.
Initial P.
So tell me, is it true? I do have some Okinawa questions for you. Or one, is it true that if you really are, because I just saw this on Tokyo Drift, that if you're going super fast, they don't try to stop you? Like if you're driving like 100 miles an hour or whatever, it's kilometers or whatever it is.
They're very inactive when it comes to that. Like the Japanese police, the JPs.
Sounded racist.
JPs? No, that's what they call them, the JP.
I don't know. It sounds short for something.
No, that's what everyone calls them.
If you say it out loud,
a JP.
If you say it out loud, it sounds racist. Say it out loud, sounds racist.
Japanese police. Japanese police.
Say it all together, sounds racist.
JP? All right. I knew a guy named JP.
I did too.
Oh, JP Wiggins.
No.
Anyway, but yeah, so like I remember people getting like people on the scooters, they love their fucking scooters.
Mm-hmm.
They get in the middle of a stop, like a 4-way crossing, you know, traffic light or whatever, and they start doing circles in their fucking scooters. Oh, and the Japanese police will be just staring at them like, just not doing anything. Like they can't do nothing to them. It's just weird. And so they just sit there and block traffic for like 15 minutes, and then finally they'll leave and go do another intersection.
So here, I do have another question. So when you were in Okinawa, because I remember you being in Okinawa and calling me, this was during the time that Tokyo Drift was out, like around that time. So how big was that culture? Like,
well, drifting was a big thing in Japan. Before
that's what I'm saying. Did you ever see it? Like, did you ever see it? Like I'm not saying like at shows. I'm talking like people just fucking on the street just drifting.
So my first tour there back in 2004 to 2007 or 8, right?
Yeah.
My first tour there, I had a buddy that was able to get his license there. He had a Skyline.
Okay.
And he would go to these places underneath a bridge or whatever, where it would be like a big hardball area, and they would drift, and the cars would be in a circle. They would sit there and drift, and my buddy would also drift. And they didn't mind Americans, or they call them gaijins.
Gaijins, get it right in. That sounds very hateful. That just sounds like hateful. Like they don't like you.
It is. I mean, it's derogatory.
I know, but the way that they say it makes it sound very bad. You know what I mean? Like, here's the thing: is like if you
it's the same thing like gringo.
I know, but that doesn't sound bad. But it's just like the tone that they have with
gaijin sounds kind of badass though.
It does sound bad.
I had one of my other buddies. He had like a little small pickup truck in Okinawa, and he put the raging gaijin. So it's kind of like gaijin.
It just sounds like whenever they say that, they say it with a little more emphasis than they Spanish. Yeah, it's just like, this gaijin. It's like they're very angry, like they want you to know that they hate you.
So it's that. Anyway, let me move that. But yeah, drifting was big.
Did it ever look
Tokyo Drift came out? Did
it look like the scene from Tokyo Drift with all the hot girls and stuff? Or is that not?
I mean, you had some pretty girls there.
Yeah.
Every now and then, but I mean, it wasn't like all Hollywood up.
Yeah,
they over exaggerate that shit.
What's it like that?
When did Tokyo Drift come out?
Probably like 2004, 2005, something like that.
2006. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah,
it's big.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, 2006. But yeah, it was big before the movie came out. But
Which is
of
weird.
course, it just put the fire underneath it. When it came out,
The only good
more
thing
people
came out of
tried to
that
get
was.
into it.
Did you ever drift? Or have you ever? Did you ever like?
I
Were you
was in
ever
the
into
car with him.
That's
when
what I'm
he
saying.
drifted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
it's actually for his car. He wanted someone in the car because it's a little bit easier to drift.
Because of the balance
Weight.
counterweight.
Yeah. And but yeah, he I mean, he was pretty good at it.
So
This
I mean,
one-
what do you get out of it? Like is it like
props.
Race?
Like if you can catch a good one, like a long one,
Uh-huh.
and you're constantly just sliding.
Okay.
You get a long one. I forget what they call that. But,
Tires must be cheap in Japan, or they just had a lot of money.
oh, tires are cheap.
Okay.
Well, back then they were cheap, but they didn't have like their roads too. It was easier to drift because of these coral they would put in their pavement.
Of course,
And
Japan's always better.
Yeah, they had some type of coral in Okinawa that they put in the pavement that made it a little bit more slicker. You know what I mean? So it was a little bit more easier. I would say easier to drift in. But yeah, I mean, he drifts. Sometimes he'd come out and people give him the fist bump and stuff like that. But he had some pretty good ones, man. Like he was pretty good. He knew how to drive that Skyline.
That's pretty good though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Me, I didn't have a license. I was just like, I'm here. Hey guys,
you're the tallest one out of everybody there.
I'd put my arm around the top of the hood, pretend like it's mine.
But here's the thing, though. I can imagine that you probably had attention from a lot of women because you're literally the tallest man probably in Okinawa.
Well, that's how I got girlfriends when I was there. It's really probably the only reason they dated me because they could walk around with me, and I was like a foot taller than everybody.
Yeah, you were like a modern day Godzilla.
Yeah, I was. Call me Edzilla. That's what they call me back in the day. You trying to think of something, aren't you?
I did.
Trying to think of something.
I couldn't. I've been slacking. I've been picking names that don't rhyme with anything good.
Everyone that has joined us, this is our after show. We already did the podcast. We don't do podcast live anymore. All right, we do live show immediately after the podcast. If you want to go check out a podcast, go check out YouTube. If you want audio, you can go to Spotify, Apple, whatever.
Yep.
But go check out the podcast. Search DMG Gaming Podcasts.
That's right.
And we got a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Subscribe to our YouTube. Give us a 5-star rating.
Subscribe to everything.
Please.
Yeah,
please. All right. Grant, what else are we talking about, boy?
We could talk about how I got banned by Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah, go ahead. Explain that. Explain that, how you got banned by Mercedes-Benz
I had a question for Ed,
on Twitter.
and the question was, have you ever been banned by anybody famous? There's somebody else I got banned by, but I can't remember who it was. This was a long time ago. But I got banned by Mercedes-Benz, the car company.
Yeah.
And the reason why I got banned by Mercedes-Benz is because they made a tweet of a super fat girl getting out of a Mercedes-Benz. And all I said was, which one is the car? That's all I said. That's all I told you.
I did get blocked on my other account, my main account, like my actual personal account.
Okay.
I got blocked by Seth Rogen.
Oh, damn. What did you say?
Because he did, it was like several years ago, he went to Congress to testify, on saving or some type of awareness. He was talking to Congress, making jokes. And immediately he posted this clip, and I was like, "Oh, you did that stupid fucking laugh, didn't you?" You're like, you know what he does?
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, you probably did that stupid laugh in front of Congress and made yourself look like a dumbass, didn't you?" Next thing I know,
they blocked. Yeah, some of these people will block you for anything.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it wasn't a good comment. So, I mean, I'm not surprised I got blocked.
To be fair, Mercedes-Benz has now put me in the arms of a BMW.
Dude, Seth Rogen has been funny since like Pineapple Express anyway.
He was funny in, you know what? He was funny in, what's the one with McLovin? I can't think of it. It's been so long.
Superbad.
But it wasn't just as much him being funny as it was as Bill Hader being funny.
As Bill Hader.
Yeah, he actually was funnier. And
he carried that duel.
They did have good chemistry. You know what I mean? Like, they fed off each other. But he was the funnier one.
Because he was talking about his wife and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bill Hader is just funny.
He's a funny guy.
He's still funny. I think he's.
Yeah, there's a lot of people still funny, man. What do you think? How do you think comedy would be like if Chris Farley was still alive?
Dude, we would have like Grown Ups 5 right now. We would have Beverly Hills Ninja 2. We'd have Black Sheep 2.
I
We would
hate
have
that, man.
Tommy Boy 2. We would probably have Tommy Boy 3 by now.
I hate that he died, man. Out of all the comedians,
Because Adam Sandler actually did a joke in one of his stand-ups. Well, it wasn't a joke, but he did a song celebrating Chris Farley. It was
I remember that.
really good song.
Yeah.
But during the song, he said Grown Ups 3. Like, he would have been in Grown Ups 3.
Yeah.
Which is true because he would have been in the first two. Imagine the completely different comedy dynamic there,
So he had his comedy was. Do you think his comedy was like could have stood the test of time, or was he just like? Well, I guess. Well, here's the thing: is my question is like he was always known as like falling and being the fat guy. Do you think that would have played well in today's crowd? Is what I'm saying. Like,
I think it would have continued.
Think so?
Because you understand people with culture shifts.
Yeah.
Farley was a cultural icon.
Yeah.
And I think comedy would have followed him. I'm not dismissing the other guys, but comedy would have followed him in more his direction if it was still alive.
Do you? Let me ask you this: do you think that Adam Sandler would be as successful if Chris Farley was still alive, or would Chris Farley have more of the spotlight?
Adam Sandler's just a funny dude, man. I mean, he would have been he would have been famous either or.
Yeah, but I'm saying, do you think he would have been?
I think he would have had more. I think he would have had a lot more hit comedies.
That's true.
With Chris Farley around.
Point.
Because I think
David Spade would have been around more.
Well, David Spade, Adam Sandler, and Chris Farley would have done a lot more things together.
Yeah.
But I think David Spade and Farley, those two together is just funny. Like that dynamic.
Yeah, it was good.
They were just a good duel.
Yeah.
I thought Black Sheep was great too.
I thought Black Sheep was funny when they're on the cabin and the roof came off from the storm and he started getting hailed on. Like I thought that was funny.
What else? Let's see.
Let me ask you this: is there any comedies you could think of that were funny that didn't really age well? They're just like they were funny then, but like maybe from that era, like from those guys, like something that's kind of like it was funny, but now it's kind of
Billy Madison.
Really?
Yeah, Billy Madison's not funny anymore. Have you seen it recently?
No, I haven't seen it recently.
I don't know if it's because his comedy does the same in a lot of his movies, but he evolved it. It's not as funny anymore. But Billy Madison to me isn't as funny as it used to be. But that's because he's got Adam Sandler's had like 20 movies since then.
I don't know, man. Billy Madison's whenever he grabs a fat kid's cheeks and he tells him, he says, "Stay in school, stay as young as you can."
It's just how he acts, though.
Yeah,
he acts like his Saturday Night Live character.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I can during COVID, I watched a shit ton of Adam Sandler movies with the kids.
I'll have to say, and I hate to say this, man. I love the movie. It's just not as funny anymore.
What?
It's got to be Wayne's World, man. Like I love Wayne's World, but it's just not.
It was good at the time. Like it was made for its time.
I just think like all the shit and monkeys might fly out of my butt. That was like a very 90s thing. You know what I mean?
Dude, I mean, I say the same thing with Austin Powers.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I used to thought those movies were so funny, but I'll go back and watch them now. It's way overboard. Like it's not,
especially the third one. The third one was awful. Like I didn't like the third one.
No, but Austin Powers to me. I don't know if it's because Mike Myers kind of turned lame over the years, but
no, I don't think it's that. I just think that it's just like the comedy was different then than it is now. You know what I mean? Like it was more like goofy. Like when you put out the penis pump, really, it's not mine. You know what I mean? Like everybody's like, "Oh, that's the greatest thing
baby."
Ever.
Yeah. I don't know about that. Grant, why is Xbox failing?
Because Philip Spencer is the CEO. I think if they removed him as CEO and got somebody with some balls, they would turn it around immediately.
Yeah, they don't. They need to get someone to make some tough choices.
They gotta get somebody that's a bulldozer. They gotta have a
Philip playing
hard
like he's
nose.
at a game convention playing buddy with Sony, and I'm like, dude, you're that's your competitor. Treat him like a competitor.
You've heard the saying that nice guys finish last, right?
Yes.
He is the quintessential nice guy, and right now he's finishing last because you can tell by the way he talks that he's a people pleaser. He wants to please everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wants to make. He wants to be. He would rather have more friends than enemies, which is the opposite of me. I love being the bad guy. So I feel like you have to have somebody in there that's like a Jason Voorhees that's going to come in there and just destroy everybody. Get all the weak, the weak.
We have to talk about murdering people.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying like getting all the weak people out of there. Because the thing about it, Friday the 13th, the fastest guy wouldn't get murdered. It was always the slow fat kid who fell. That's the guy who got murdered first.
Grant.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can. I want to try to get this all on one screen.
You're trying.
Well, we'll have to. All right, so this got discussing film. They released the top 35 movies, best movies of the 21st century, according to over 200,000 people.
What is it? 21st? Is that 2001 or 2010?
What?
What's the 21st century?
Our current century we're on.
I know that, but it's 2000?
It's 2000 to 2100.
Okay, thought so.
You dumb shit.
Just making sure.
I'm just
testing you, really.
I think it's like 2099 because 2100 would be considered the 20.
Sorry, I was making sure you knew that.
Oh yeah, you would.
Testing.
All right, so 200,000 people. Let's look at the top 5. Well, I mean, first off, okay, it's worse than The Social Network. Get the fuck out of here.
Social Network is a good movie, but it's not.
It's not that level, brother.
Yeah.
It's not that level.
And what's surprisingly is La La Land being that high.
Mulholland Drive? What?
No.
I mean, it's an okay movie, but
I agree with No Country for Old Men was good.
That was great. Movie. Parasite was actually pretty freaking good, dude.
So here's the thing.
I want to put that number 1.
No Country for Old Men is not a top 5 movie, but it is a top 10 movie.
Yeah. Interstellar was good. I still want to put that on top. I want to put that in top 5 of the 21st century.
I don't know. I might. But I think it's good where it's at.
Top 5?
Interstellar was really good, man.
All right. Well, first off, The Dark Knight's better than that.
Yeah, The Dark Knight.
Mad Max was better than that. That was awesome. Fury Road. No. And Glorious Bastards was good. It's not better than Interstellar though.
So if you had to pick,
one these two, I mean, that's top 5 for me here.
Yeah, but let's pick one. Which one would you take if you had to pick one
out of this?
Yeah.
I mean, the Fellowship it was the OG, right?
Yeah, I'm taking the Fellowship of the Ring. Yeah, I'm taking that.
But the Return of the King really was a great ending.
Yeah, it's good. But I'm taking the first one.
Yeah. But I mean, but these two themselves are in the top 5.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's see, La La Land. I mean, it was a good movie.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that's actually not higher. I'm surprised it's that low.
Inception was good.
Dune.
I like the Dune series. I think they're good where they're at though.
Brokeback Mountain.
The Departed was really good. I mean, that's better than fucking Mulholland Drive. I wonder who they asked. Brokeback Mountain?
Now you know who they asked.
You know who they asked now. There we go. Brokeback Mountain. Let's see. Into the Spider-Verse. Yep. Lost in translation. Whatever. You might cut out again, buddy. Buttrey. All right. Let's go back to bookmarks.
Oh, let me leave and come back in real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, let's go. Keep going. Bella Ramsey is being considered to play Kitty Pryde in the MCU. Oh, great. Let me get Grant back in here. Welcome back.
Returned.
Here you go, Grant. Your favorite actress.
I saw this. This is not. I don't believe it. I refuse.
You don't think she's going to play Kitty Pryde?
If this was real, I would.
All right, first off, who is Kitty Pryde?
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I'm not. It's probably same as Ironheart.
It's one of those like off
D-class character. But here's the thing: is Kitty Pryde's hot. Bella Ramsey is not even close to being hot.
Not close.
Now, if she played Nightcrawler, okay, I can get down with that. But if they did that, I would not watch any more Marvel movies.
All right, Grant. What do you think about this?
I didn't
Anthem
even know.
servers are officially shutting down.
I didn't know they were
January
still
12th,
open.
2026.
I thought they shut down 3 days after the game came out.
Well, I mean, it's no longer going to be playable at all. So it's done.
It hasn't been playable in years.
Oh, yeah. Michael Madsen died.
I did see that. It's terrible.
Yep. And already did that. We don't care about that. But yeah, dude, like, I don't know. Speaking of which, Grant's birthday just passed. I don't know if we already covered that. We covered that in the podcast.
We did.
Grant had a birthday.
41.
Here, let me read Grant's text to me.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
Grant. So I was waiting until the very end of the night. I didn't want to wish him happy birthday because he'd get in a good mood. I don't want to be.
Yeah, he wanted to run my day.
That's
He
how
was trying to run my birthday.
I was being a good friend.
He's trying to run my birthday. Now he's just keeping me grounded, is what he's saying.
All right. This is what Grant texted me. So out of nowhere on Sunday night.
Oh, was it what time was it? I can't remember. It was like 5 or something like that.
Oh no, it was like 8:00.
Oh,
it was 8 p.m. my time.
Oh, okay.
Grant out of blue. I mean, I'm just like, we haven't texted in like a couple of days. He just out of blue says the pulse of the entire world.
No. I said, did you hear that?
No.
I said, did you feel? I said, did you feel that?
Yeah. First he said, did you feel that? ?
That's all I said.
I was like, I tried to play it off, but I was like, feel what? And you were like, the pulse of the entire world wishing me a happy birthday.
That's right.
I was like, oh shit, that's right. Happy birthday, you fat skank.
That's right.
Then you reply, I'm sure President Trump will address the nation and wish me a happy birthday. And I was like, God. And then you reply, he's going to give me the type of speech that Bill Pullman gave on Independence Day.
That's right.
What about me?
That's right, yeah. We will not go one tonight.
And I replied, damn, you might even have Antifa riot.
I probably would.
Yeah, that's funny. All right.
That's what he said. July 6th, on this day, we have to reclaim our independence once again. That's what he says. That's what I'm saying. Like,
nobody cared about you fucking birthday. Everyone was celebrating the Independence Day, buddy. That's Independence Day weekend. Oh, shit. Got my D20.
Uh-oh.
Got my D20. Still got my collector's edition. From Death Stranding 2 collector's edition.
How's that game so far?
Oh, it's awesome, dude.
How far are you along? How far along are you?
I'm like halfway through.
I started playing Resident Evil 4.
Did you?
Yeah, they had a sale. It was like $9.
$9. That's pretty good.
Yeah. It was like a 2-day. It was like a 4th of July sale. I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and get it.
Have you played it yet?
Yeah, I'm playing it now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
I thought you'd be playing UO Ultimate Outlands or something.
No. That comes in stages. That's like seasonal for me.
Oh, it's seasonal?
Yeah. Like I'll play it like in the winter. It's like a winter game. It's like a very comforting winter game. And I'm gonna need a lot of comfort.
You have the campfire going or something? Or
I can build one. I can build one in the game.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Do they have the Christmas theme in the game and everything?
They do have Christmas stuff in the game. Actually, you can build. They do have all kinds of Christmas stuff in the game. Once it's Christmas time, you get all kinds of rares and stuff. And in it being wintertime, I'm gonna need a lot of comfort this year for a little warmth and hugs and women.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm playing Death Stranding 2. I'm playing a new season of Diablo.
Okay. Oh, how is that? Because it's like they just came out with a new season. Now they got another new season.
Well,
so how's the newest
last season was fucking garbage.
Worse than season 1?
All right. So the last season was Belial's something. Anyway, they introduced, a bunch of bosses, that they should have had from the get-go anyway.
No.
But the main boss was Belial in the last season. But like the whole concept of it was get to the end game and farm bosses for gear and to get boss powers, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was a new concept they introduced, was boss powers. Every other fucking season in Diablo, even the base game, at the end of the game for the end game content, you farm fucking bosses. So I understand how they thought that was a good season strategy to go with. Here, guess what, guys? You're going to be doing the same thing you do anyways, which is farm fucking bosses.
I
But
don't
they
know, man.
did introduce new bosses, which is great. But at the end of the day, they're still you get to the point that you can just fucking smack them.
So this is the new season.
No,
newest
that was the last season.
Okay, so tell me about the newest season.
The new season is revolved around the Horadrim. All right.
The reason why I'm asking is because it had to have sucked because they rolled this one out very quickly.
Yeah, they did very quickly.
Mhm.
It was a quick turnaround. So this one's about the Horadrim, and you basically you gain these powers from these. You can go to nightmare dungeons, and you'll go into these Horadrim strong rooms, and that's
Okay.
where it's like a quick little event. You have to kill enemies in a certain amount of time to build up this bar, and eventually you'll fight this boss, and then it drops a chest, and you get like these new gems they introduce, Horadrim gems. I forget what the official name is, but use that on your jewelry or put that in your sockets, and they give you extra powers. And then they also have the Horadrim powers that you can get and that you can level up and acquire through these strong rooms. And it still has all the stuff from most of the past seasons. You still fight the Belial, all the new bosses. I mean, I'm playing a Spiritborn, so it brought me back to playing Spiritborn again.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What kind?
Quill Volley. It's like it's a mix between a Quill Volley Thorns build, poisoning and stuff like that. It's pretty good. It's pretty fun to play. But it's better than the last season. Is it better than I would say Season of the Witch or what was the other one? The one with the Infernal Hordes? I think not, because I thought those was a lot more content in them and it was fun content. I think they kind of started to go downhill and now they're kind of building back up, but they should have kept going uphill to me. I don't know why they went backwards like that.
I don't know, man. Diablo just can't seem to be consistent. That's the problem. Like they have a problem with consistency. It's like they get a taste
for the company they are. It's like
that game should not be even close to being inconsistent.
Yeah, I mean, like there's only been 2 seasons that they kept me playing for about 2 weeks. Those were good seasons, Season of Witch and the one with the Infernal Hordes. But
yes,
the other seasons, like I'm probably gonna make this not even a week thing. Maybe it's better than the boss one last season, but it's not. They need to do. They need to do something with the. I would say the gear system. Have tier equipment that's hard to get that and increase the torment level to the point that if you do like this, say they increase it from they add 5, 6, and 7 level torment, right, instead of just 4, and have the 5, 6, and 7 level have the option to drop tier sets for classes.
Yeah,
and those tier sets change every season like they used to do in Diablo 3. They need to add that because I think that will put more people playing longer, more interested in trying to push to grab that special stuff.
Or they could do it where that's
and with harder content.
If they could figure out how to get it to where, for example, not necessarily more torment, but as it's multiplied off your gear. So like if your gear is really high, then it's going to multiply so much off that, and it's going to be that much harder.
Yeah,
I think that would do away with a lot of the one shot
something,
shit.
or increase. Yeah, increase. Instead of ancestral uniques, you have ancestral. You have another level of gear. Like let's call it I don't know, like Titan gear or something. And
they need to make it to where
that's
like
only available in Torment 5.
Yeah,
a thing they add, and just keep going from there.
Or
I just
they have
think
like
4
ultra
torment
legendary
levels is not high enough.
Ultra legendary gear. If you had like ultra legendary gear, which would be like, I don't know, they can make it gold or white. But the thing about it is it's got like a 0.1% drop. And it can't, and each, like, so if you get a helmet, you can't, how they should do it is that helmet is only for that set. Like you can't, so if you get a helmet and it doesn't fit your set, oh, well, you just can't use it. You can't sell it. So you grind it for.
Well, I think they should do both, kind of like to do the mythics. ancestral mythic uniques
Mhm.
or the mythic uniques.
But the percentage chance has to be very low.
Well,
very low.
if you get, but you should be able to dismantle it and get like a stone that you
Mhm.
can end up crafting it. But it's hard to craft also. Just
Yeah,
so
that'd
if
be
you do
good.
get the same piece of gear, it's not wasted on a big drop like that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's true.
You can
That would be
dismantle
actually
it,
cool.
and then eventually that can go towards crafting a piece you don't have.
Yeah.
But there's so many things they can add to keep people engaged for longer than just a fucking week in Diablo.
Yeah, man. Like that's the only thing is it's so easy to level up, and once you get leveled up, you just start one-shotting everything once you get geared out.
Well, then the content gets boring. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we're back to farming bosses again. And then we're doing this, side content that's really not engaging. Not like,
Yeah.
the Season of the Witch was, or the Infernal Horde was when it first came out.
Yeah.
That was big. That was
Yeah.
awesome, good content. They need to get to that somewhere or another. But we'll see. We don't know.
We'll see.
Then Path of Exile is around the corner to having a full release too. So you got that
It's
also.
true.
Path of Exile 2.
I like Path of Exile because it's hard. The difficulty's
Yeah,
there.
but you can get to the point. You get like
Yeah,
a
it's true.
Uber build, and then you can you're doing that high level Atlas stuff,
Yeah.
breaches and all that stuff. I mean, you can get pretty powered up in that one too. But starting from scratch, like for a new season, is pretty hard.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Good.
All right, guys, that's our live after show. That's it.
That's it. Well, we'll do
Just
this
talk
after every
bullshit,
podcast.
but go
That's
check
it.
our podcast out on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, all that stuff. DMG Gaming Podcast.
Yep.
Go subscribe, like us on X if you enjoyed this after show. But we
You better like it.
in our podcast we do gaming news, disgruntled gamer rant, loser of the day, winner of the day, the picks top 6, which is kind of like a top 10, except it's top 6
because it rhymes with picks.
Yeah,
as in
and a
pixels.
question corner. If you guys have questions you want us to cover in the podcast, just leave a question in any of our posts.
Yep.
This video's post or whatever. Just ask us a question on our YouTube videos, on the actual podcast, anywhere you want, and we'll answer those questions.
All right. We'll see y'all Friday. I'll let y'all. Peace.
Peace.